Continuamos aquí desde Washington, D.C. y me he encontrado con el joven, what is your name?
Ethan Holmes.
Ethan Holmes. Él viene a hacer una protesta y una encuesta. Lo más importante es, who will end foreign wars? Trump, nobody, or Harris? What say the people?
It seems like most people by far are thinking that nobody, that neither Trump or Harris is going to be able to end the foreign wars, whether that be the conflict in Ukraine, the conflict in Israel. And that's a sign of pessimism. But the candidates are in a dead tie, so clearly some people think the candidates are capable of sincere diplomacy.
Lo que está diciendo el joven es que dice que la mayoría de personas dice que nadie va a resolver el conflicto entre ambos lugares, que más bien salen empatados con Harris y salen empatados con Donald Trump y que gana más de que nadie lo va a hacer. What happened with these people, with Donald Trump and la señora Kamala Harris?
The people who think that either candidate is going to be good on foreign policy seem to be really diehard supporters. The people who like Trump really like Trump, and the people who like Harris really like Harris. But what I've found is that both with Americans and from people around the world who I've talked to, most people think that neither is necessarily a good candidate for foreign policy.
And you, what do you think?
I'm kind of in the nobody camp as well. I don't really trust either candidate to keep us out of new wars and to end the ones that are already here. But part of the reason I'm out here is in case someone makes a really good argument for Trump or for Harris, it might sway me over and make me a little more optimistic.
What is your dream?
My dream is just to live the American dream. I want to have a big family. I want to live peacefully. I want to have a garden and a nice little house somewhere. Nothing crazy. I don't want to be the president or a billionaire. I just want to live in peace and have a family.
Miren lo que está diciendo. Le he preguntado a él que cuál es la manera de pensar de los demás y todo el mundo no sabe en cuál de los dos. Uno dice que es muy suave y el otro que es muy fuerte. Pero lo que él desea, su sueño es tener una casa, tener un hogar, tener un jardín, que sus niños vivan en paz. Peace is very important for the world, right?
Yeah, peace is the most important thing for the world. You know, we live in a day and age where we can talk between countries instantly with the internet. The leaders can place a phone call at any time and talk to one another, but it seems like a lot of people aren't interested in actually having tough conversations to end conflicts that really never needed to start in the first place.
Sí, él dice que lo más importante en el mundo es la paz. Y mientras la paz no sea encontrada va a ser muy difícil de que la gente viva feliz. Y tiene toda la razón. For how many days do you stay here?
I have been in DC for just a couple days. I'll be here through Thursday to see if anything crazy happens after the election. Hopefully not, but if there's any riots or protests, I'll be there. Hopefully being a force for good and a force for peace and just seeing what's happening in the wake of the election.
Le he preguntado que hace cuántos días se encuentra aquí, dice que hace un par de días y que va a estar aquí hasta el día de mañana. Aunque haya conflictos, él va a estar aquí porque lo que quiere es que ocurra un milagro y que pues, se pueda cambiar el rumbo de los Estados Unidos y también de estos dos lugares donde hay tanto conflicto y tanta pérdida humana. Nobody needs to be in war.
Yeah. Nobody needs to be in a war. We don't need to drag ourselves into more foreign conflicts, and we should actually make an effort to stop the ones that are going on right now. It doesn't seem like leaders are willing to have tough conversations, cut the sort of reasonable deals for both sides. We're kind of in all or nothing thinking when it comes to foreign policy, and that seems to be a really big mistake for me because that's how we end up with a bunch of dead young Americans if we're not careful.
Are you voting right now?
I did vote. I only voted in the state and the local elections because I just wasn't convinced of either of the two big candidates.
Okay, have a look. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
For the interview, okay?
Thank you. Your English is great, so don't worry about it. I promise.
I try to talk English. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bueno, amigos televidentes y de las redes sociales, esta ha sido mi presentación. Él dice que está a la espera, obviamente, de que ocurra un milagro, realmente. Qué bonito. Él lucha por la paz. En la cámara de Henry Martínez volvemos al estudio principal.
What's your answer? Now that you've answered, I can say I'm kind of in the purple camp as well. Yeah, I'll do another one. Yeah.
Y aquí el momento
that one's
cuando
running out of
una
space,
persona está
sadly.
votando y cree que ninguna persona, ni Donald Trump ni la señora Kamala, van a resolver el problema y la gente viene a votar, a dar su opinión. Qué bonito, en paz. Eso es lo que está pidiendo este joven que nos ha brindado esta oportunidad maravillosa de darle una entrevista para todos ustedes. Con la cámara de Henry Martínez volvemos al estudio principal.
He hasn't really taken